clerk. Good day to you. Good day to you all. I'm trying to figure out a voice. What a sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen such a beautiful trio in years. There we go, got the voice. Good day to you. Good day to you, Missy. What can I do for you on this fine afternoon? Oh, well, I need to speak to the owner of the establishment. You do, do you? As much as I'd love to oblige you, I must ask about any inquiries about the owner. No, well, you know. Whatever needed discussing, Rune chose not to share her reasoning. Rather, she whispered in the clerk's ear. And suddenly... Ugh! Master's... Huh? Zivits? Zivits. Is that in the encyclopedia? Look, let's just say Zivits. Have mercy, please. I'll get that good for nothing right this second. The clerk paled, jerking his head away from Rune, and dashed back into the storeroom. Oh, the store manager now. I apologize for the hold-up. If that good for nothing clerk of mine was being saucy to you in any way, I'll... Please, no, that won't be necessary. He wasn't sassy in the least. He was very loyal and receptive, if anything. I thought Master Savitz would have at least given us a prior notice of arrival. If we had, I would have... aren't you Master Savitz's... The owner's gaze appeared to scan every inch of Rune's face deeply. It's either Master Savitz's wife, sister, daughter, aunt, grandma, basically anything that can... any title that can be labeled on a girl. Woman. Oh, I'm here because he needs something specific. Specific? Mr. Savitz said you here to conduct a surprise inspection for something specific? Oh boy. What is wrong with this man? He's gone off on a tangent with the utterance of a single word. I'm not here to do anything like that. Accuse, deny, repeat. Does it have an end? I understand now. You two are the ones who have business with me. We apologize for causing this confusing chain of events, but we really do require your assistance. No apology necessary, miss. Why, any friend of Master Savitz is a friend of mine. And all of my friends are fellow merchants, so... so it's two will do. Merchants? Us? Alright, Miss Ritona. You're looking for 2 Class 4 cuts of sediment stones, right? Correct? Oh, whatever. You need 2 sediment stones, do you? Very well. I believe I had to decide Class 4 cuts of sediment stones somewhere in the storage. They've also been evaluated at a fair price against the current market value, yes. You, go have the guard release the lock on storage unit A. Oh, no, understood. I assume it's someone else. Maybe it's the same person, but I forget his voice. While we wait for him to retrieve the sediment stones, why don't you 3 join me in my personal lounge? Your personal lounge. Please, I must insist that you all be treated to an experience of leisure and relaxation within my establishment. It's the least I can do. Oh, okay then. I don't know, is it me, or does it feel like a simple errand just turned into a complicated chore? Yeah. I do apologize for the relatively long wait. You'll find the finest cut of Class 4 sediment stones in this case. Wow, those look pretty shittily cut. I mean, at the bottom at least. I thought it may be to your benefit if I brought out cuts of Class 1 and on 2. They each have their own separate cases. Do you take your time? Thank you, sir. These are beautiful, well-crafted cases, but it's hard to believe they're so valuable. What do you think of these stones, Miss Ritona? I don't believe this. I can't tell or determine their class, or even if they're sediment stones, with my diminished mana-dowsing abilities. Sediment describes two subtypes of stones used by Manakravtes. One is normally impervious stones, which have slowly siphoned trace amounts of mana from underground. These are called natural sediments. Natural sediments appear no different from common stones, but are capable of siphoning all subtypes of mana, including purified mana. The other is an augmented variant of natural sediment stones, which store and replenish mana. They hold certain volumes of specific mana subtypes, which makes them ideal for casting Manakravte, and they call it Crafte again. Thus, they're referred to as crafter sediments. When Manakravtes refer to sediment stones, they usually mean the latter. The classes of crafter sediment stones refer to the degree of mana purity retention. While they can retain all subtypes of mana, a conflict among the other subtypes may arise based on the affinity of the natural sediment stone. For example, a well-balanced natural sediment stone that is augmented into a crafter sediment stone will hold pyro mana without conflicting with other mana subtypes. Yeah, I didn't get a word of that. These are class 1 stones. Oh great, we have like another 3 to go. However, low-class stones can pollute their contents, changing just subtype of stored mana, thus making the stone unfit for precision crafting. For example, aqua mana stored in a terra-aligned stone could become polluted and turn into terra mana over Timmy. The longer the natural sediment stone is within an aligned mana stream, the greater its affinity with certain mana subtypes. Which means that the augmentation process and quality of a natural sediment stone determines its class, also affecting its chance of affinity alteration of stored mana. However, the lower class of a sediment stone, the more difficult it is for a crafter to utilize. In Rughzenhaide, class 1 sediment stones are stored to their maximum capacities with purified mana for authentication before distribution. This is all going in one ear and out the other. The non-elemental affiliation of purified mana proves useful in this aspect, as any affinity alteration will immediately become evident when stored into a sediment stone. This is the standard practice for identifying the quality and cuts of sediment stones. This case containing class 1 sediment stones are the easiest to identify, as the purified mana stored within emits a translucent glow to the naked eye. However, these class 1 sediment stones display a slight tinge of affinity alteration. I would have designated these as class 2 sediment stones. Enough of the hypothetical prattle. I am not the proprietor here. But I can't help but feel as if these clumps of dirt do nothing but soil the fine linen and interior of the cases which contain them. It's comedic, in fact. Yeah. It's almost as if this proprietor had the local children fill these fine cases with every stone and dirt clump they could find. The only discernible sediment stone is this class 3 sediment stone. This appears to be the only true class 3 sediment stone amongst the rest of this rubble.
You have a keen eye for quality, young lady. I would expect nothing less from an acquaintance of Masters of Its.
This is definitely a class 3 sediment stone, and yet there's something peculiar about the cut of it. This basic augmentation process, which transforms a natural sediment stone into a crafter sediment stone, adds protective properties which prevent seepage. Augmenters always incorporate a seal of some sort into their sediment stones as the final step, but this particular stone doesn't appear to have that standard seal. Yet no seepage is occurring either.
Wow, Mr. Ritona, color me impressed. I didn't know you could tell sediment stones apart just by looking at them.
Well, I suppose I can, but to a certain degree. So, what is the price of this cut?
The price. So let me hear it.
Ah,
I beg pardon?
so many numbers.
I'm assuming that it's a lot of money. Is this what they call highway robbery?
You think so, Miss Selphine? It's actually the standard asking price for Class 3 sediment stones.
Again, I do feel that these sediment stones have been fairly evaluated and priced.
The pawn shop proprietor wasn't speaking in jest. He really can't afford to carry anything around with this absurd of an asking price. This Class 2 sediment stone is just like... The lack of a standard seal is evident here too. And on the Class 3 and Class 4, what kind of augmentation process did these undergo?
Is there something amiss, young lady?
Well, I'm just at a loss for words to describe the strange treatment these sediment stones underwent. How should I explain it? I'm not sure I fully understand why these sediment stones lack the standard seals from the augmentation process. Why are they so complex? Without the standard seals, weak as they are, crafted sediment stones cannot store any mana subtype. Some augmenters intentionally incorporate unconventional seals, but I don't think that's the case here.
May I presume that the young lady is very invested in these sediment stones?
Miss Selphine!
These are the newest prototype sediment stones created from the latest compressor available on the market. The mana compression rate is double that of anything commercially available, making them ideal when you need to store mana on the go.
This is really like our world, but instead of like electricity, it's mana.
And it's Class 3. I understand your concerns regarding the complexities of these particular seals. However, lower price means a lower cut quality, making it more difficult to remove the seal. Mind you, these prototypes were designed with normal Calians in mind. Why should we be banned by their standard seals? Young lady, you wouldn't be using the sediment stone for anything other than sheer amusement within the conventional compressor, would you?
Of course not.
What's the matter?
Could you tell me what a compressor is? I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon. A compressor is a device that siphons mana from the mana streams and stores them within these very sediment stones, you stupid bitch.
Device? You're telling me these devices created the unusual seals on all these sediment stones?
Why, yes, these devices did indeed.
Then these sediment stones weren't imbued with purified mana of Manakravtes. Why do I feel like something just happened?
Ritona!
Oh my.
Gosh, Miss Selphine, you never told me Mr. Ritona was a comedian.
Sure.
Huh?
That was a very good joke indeed.
Oh god, Ritona, you need to keep your bloody mouth shut, you dumb bitch.
I couldn't even tell it was a joke. Your deadpan is flawless. My humble establishment has no need for crafted sediment stones. The price would be astronomical. And you know what they say about Manakravte these days? Their depravity knows no limit.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Well, I never thought the master had such comedic acquaintances. Without your interjection, I'm afraid I wouldn't have taken the joke seriously.
What master is he referring to? Could it be Zvitz?
Oh
Eek!
no! I had to forget another time. I forgot I have no air to run.
What?
What?
What? But Mr. Rune, what about our transaction?
I'm so sorry, but this one errand we can't afford to skip over. Have a good day.
Good, just a moment, Mr. Rune.
She just dragged us out? Alright, fine, I don't even care.
Ugh.
I mean, what was that all about, Rune?
That's the second time you scared me half to death today.
I mean, whoops.
That's the second time you scared me half to death today. I apologize for the unplanned escape, but the proprietor was starting to see through Miss Ritona's facade. Excuse me? Oh, it's nothing, Miss Selphine. I just have a tendency to think out loud on too many occasions. Oh, God.
But surely there must have been a better method to conclude the transaction without interrupting it entirely. The proprietor may never meet with us again.
I suppose that's a possibility. I'm sorry, Miss Ritona. I've never been good at handling that sort of situation.
So essentially, you're inflexible when it comes to conveying messages. You are the most peculiar person I've ever met.
I can only hope that you mean it in a positive way. I do not believe how expensive a single class 3 sediment stone is. We couldn't afford it even with the money we started with. I suppose I could have. I apologize, Miss Selphine. I should have asked how much they were charging for sediment stones before he went to retrieve them. Please don't be sorry, Ron. It's not your fault that we can't afford them. If anything, we owe you for helping guide us around Kaya today.
Milady is correct. I understand why you did what you did, and we are grateful for your assistance thus far.
Yes, but that doesn't help with your sediment stone problem. You might not be able to get them here with the standard asking price being what it is. The proprietor's prices are actually at Katie's current market values for sediment stones.
Are you certain of this? Please say no. In that case, I can only hope that Selphine and I never become separated.
Sediment stones aside, I have a very important question for you, Ron. Yes? Do you possess some sort of celebrity status here in Cadia? I can't help but notice that everywhere we go, everybody seems to know your name. Really?
Indeed. Everyone we've encountered thus far has regarded you with incredible respect for the moment they see you. From the moment.
Are you some sort of royalty, Ron? Of course not. It's just my line of work in Cadia is pretty peculiar, and unfortunately I can't really share the details. The people we've run into so far just happen to know the nature of my work, that's all. So it's private, but everyone knows and treats you unusually well. Do you work at a brothel?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Ugh. Hey, you've got it wrong, Miss Selphine. How did you even come to that conclusion? Well, you said it's a peculiar job, right? That's the only conclusion that can be reached.
She got a point. She's coughing like ribbit.
Miss Ritona, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm choking on my own saliva. This is absolutely unacceptable.
You came to that conclusion with that one word. I think you're taking it a little too literally, Miss Selphine.
Now she's like bawling her eyes out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what her job is. It's late now.
That reminds me, you wanted to know more about life on the outside, right, Rune?
But milady, you wouldn't.
But we're not done shopping for your supplies yet. We We'll skip the settlement stones for now and head to our boutique next before dinner.
Okay, Ritona's getting pissed. Wait. Okay.
We could talk all about the outside during dinner. That is, of course, if you'd like to dine with us tonight, Mithron. We'd love to have her for dinner, right, Ritona?
Have her for dinner, milady?
Are you serious? I'd love to, but I wouldn't want to impose any more than I already have. Impose. You kept your end of the bargain, so we'll keep ours. That's what friends do for each other. What?
Oh, she's one of those people that have never heard of the term friends before.
Come on, you two, let's go. Going to a boutique.
What? Understood, milady.
Friends.
I knew it. What is this place called? Crowleys. Oh my god, we're in Gilneas.
Where?
A wooden sign stood outside the door leading to the boutique. I hope I'm saying that right. It reads, Crowley's apparel. Gone to get smashed. What?
Gone to get smashed, huh? That's some honesty.
I couldn't agree more. It's almost as if they want to turn potential clients away. It's not too late in the day, but they've already gone and closed up. How curious.
I'm so sorry. We should have started our shopping spree here first.
I agree. The unwanted attention we attracted during the entire course of the day was unbearable. Our attires really aren't too foreign for the locale. We should have known no one else here was wearing a cloak. And why would they? Cloaks and their specific dye are status symbols. For example, Manakravtes wear black cloaks. That's purple. My outfit identifies me as a royal guardian. It's the most formal attire any servant may be entrusted. Selphine's peach-colored gown does nothing but exacerbate her eye-catching predicament. Yeah, I said that right. Her appearance is exactly that of a princess's, after all.
I think I'll be okay for one night, Ritona. Until we find some lodging for the night, I can always scrub away the dirt and dust.
Restoring our clothes to pristine condition is important, but I would like nothing more than a hot bath. I would like nothing more than to part with the stench of soil.
Well, since the shopping trip's been put on hold, shall we find you some lodging?
No, let's find somewhere to eat first. Is there any place we can eat that's nearby, Rune?
Yay!
Yay? I've never seen you so excited over a simple meal, milady.
Of course I'm excited! I get to try a whole different cuisine!
I want to ask her how she could be in any way enthusiastic about being swept away from our homeland, but I restrain myself. If she can forget, even for a moment, about the misery of seeing Rughzenhaide be burned to the ground, why take it from her? Why take it from her now, when Selphine will be haunted by those memories again tonight? The memory of our people falling to the blades of those shadow soldiers. If it wasn't for Rune, Selphine and I may have done nothing but brood over the loss of our homeland. Selphine wouldn't be as cheerful as she is now. I am indebted to Rune for helping us take our minds off Rughzenhaide.